Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to today's daily, which is Tents and Trees. It is November 25th. Let's get into this guy. Let's start seeing what we've got on here. So we're going to start where we normally start, which is right here. Actually, no, we'll start here because this is the smaller of the two, and then we'll go back to that guy because those two are fairly large. So let's get a little bit of an appetizer here first, and then we'll move on. Alrighty, what are we doing here today? All those should be good. You can't ever be in, so you two have to be, which is going to give you. Get rid of you. You're all done. You're good to go. You need to go here. This 3 we can work with, and we can do this 2 and finish this guy off. You two are both out. You have to be in, and you. Alright, good for the first one there. Alrighty. Good old Tuesday morning. Is it Tuesday already? No, is it? I don't even know what day it is. Is it Monday or Tuesday? I can't even tell you. It's Tuesday. Okay, goodness gracious. I have absolutely no concept of time sometimes. It's just ridiculous. Let's get all these 4s out of here and see what's going on there. And then we can get into you and you. That's going to force, I think, the rest of all of that. And then we can jump into this guy here. Yep, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Those are the first couple easy ones. Good to go. Let's move on to the larger ones here, the 18 by 18s. And we'll see what we get from there. Okay, no 0s. We do have a bunch of 6s and 5s. So let's see if we can find something on the 6s here that we can work with. That first one didn't look like it said much. This one doesn't really either. No, what about going down this way? A little bit more reduction there. 2, 4, 6, 7, a little bit better, but still not great. Let's try the edges too, just in case. Corner there, because sometimes we just have a given that gets things rolling. And I don't think I see that. So let's do a little bit of cleanup here. And also let's start looking at some of these other 6s that are kind of in the middle and maybe even the 5s. And then, of course, we don't find anything on any of those. We'll just go through the list and see if we can find anything that tells us something we need. Because that will certainly be the way to go if we can't find anything else. All right, let's get all this stuff out of here. You're a corner. You're a corner. None of those could be there anyway. Let's get all this stuff out of here. How about all you now? Go away. And... all right, now we can get down into this bottom section, do our cleanup, and then we'll see what we've got from there. Okay. Let's do a scan, see if we can find anything, see if anything looks like it's helpful at this moment. We're not going to ignore the small digits, because they could very well be helpful. Although I'm not really seeing anything there. Let's go, I was going vertically. Let's go horizontally, see if there's anything there that we can work with. And if the answer becomes no, we will try to pick apart some of these other guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really seeing anything, to be honest with you. All right, let's try looking just at specifics. If there's any groupings of trees that we can do something with, if there's any, like a 1 where we have to put something on us, we can get rid of other things, those sorts of situations. Or any further corners, etc., etc. Anything we can possibly think of. So only one of those 2 can be in, but that doesn't really seem to help too much. I'm not really seeing any corners or anything that's just a given. And I don't think, yeah, we didn't have any restriction here where we could just say one of those 2, because it could be both of them. Okay, this is not being a good start. Did I not click on something that sometimes is the case as well, like you? It's not enough to get this guy down to anything usable, but there might be some other things in here that I'm just not seeing. Yeah, there's a couple things I did miss. Although I'm not seeing how they're going to help me in any real way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not you. Huh, okay. I'm clearly missing something. Let's go, maybe we just have to go station to station and see what is going on with everything, because I just don't happen to see anything that's a given here. Is that 1 useful in any way? I guess it is. This guy can never be in, because no matter which one we put the tent to, it'll force another one of these guys to be in. So there's a tiny little reduction. That doesn't really say much there either. Okay. No, let's go station to station then, I guess, because I can't see anything else at the moment. So it is what it is, right? Not you. No. Don't think so there. Actually, you can't be in either. That's something. Hoping we get these little bits of info that we can then pursue into something else. Okay, let's keep going. None of you guys that I can see. Not really any of you guys. You could be in, because it could be you and you. Okay. None of those, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not good enough. Not you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not good enough, because these guys have doubles on all of them. None of you seem to tell me anything. Okay. This is not bearing much fruit. Yeah, I don't see any other, at least not looking in this direction, any other constraints that we can really work with here. Because I think all of these guys, we could put things in and that'll just force a bunch of things, but there's plenty of room to work with on them. Okay, that's not helpful. Let's go up and down then here for a second, see if we can find something there. Not on you. No. There's way too much going on most of these things. No. Twos, no. Okay, there's a little bit on the 6 I didn't see, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. So you have to be out, and you have to be out. Did that do anything in particular to the sides here? We got 2s on both sides, so that's not really the greatest thing in the world. 3, 4, 5, 6, and it didn't. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it did. There we go. That guide right here was just enough to get us into this 5. Okay, now we can start to move a little bit, hopefully. Like I said, hopefully. So none of you guys can be in as well because we can't remove both options. And now we're starting to reduce some of these other guys as well. So there might be something more now we can go up and down with. All right, let's see if we can see something. Because we lost a bunch of options in here. So let's start thinking about how they interacted. 6 there, but we don't have any doubling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this 6 now. Perfect. Because we got rid of one of the options right here. Now, hopefully that is enough to get us moving in the right direction. Let's get rid of all these options first and then see. You and you go away. Is that going to give us the 5? It is perfect. Or at least parts of the 5. We still have one of those 2 we need to figure out. You guys are out. You're in, so you go away. Okay, we're making a little bit of progress now. Although I think our motion in this direction might be coming to a bit of a slowdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess we can get rid of all of these guys now. And that's going to tell us these 2 are both in. Did that do anything going up and down? Not necessarily. Although it might have touched one of these 5s or the 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get rid of these 2 now for that, which is going to set these guys moving in the right direction. Okay, what about the 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there's way too much still there. Coming back across again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is this 6 now good to go? 4, 5, 6. It is. Okay, perfect. We're having to dig a little bit to find all these things, but we're finding them eventually. Okay, now what did all that do? That means you have to be in. You're a corner. This 6 now can say these 2 have to be in. Means one of you two, and it has to be you. This 3 has to finish here. This 3 now has to roll. This 6 has to finish, which is going to finish this 3. You're going to go away. The 2 is going to be done. You go away. We know one of each of these for the 5 is good. This 1 here is done. Let's hit you, and they'll go over here for a little bit and see what else that did to the rest of this stuff. You're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. That didn't quite work, but it did give us this 5. 2's not quite. This 2 is done now. That's going to come back over. Good. Again, we're making little bits and bobs here, and each one we do, we get a little bit stronger. So let's put all that stuff in. You have to be in. 3, 4, 5. You two can't be in, which means one of you two is you're out. That didn't quite get us going there. Let's try again, going maybe up and down where we've removed options. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. The 2 is 1 away from being there. That's got 2 more left. Oh, this 1 right here, I didn't even notice it's done. Now let's go to him then. That should set off a couple of things. 2, this guy has to be in, which is going to force you, which is going to force you. Anything else? Yep, this 2 now is open. It's going to set you guys all off. Perfect. Hit these guys while we can. The 2 is done, which is going to mean the 5 is done. The 1s, those are all done. Okay. Those guys, these 2 for the 4 are now good. This one for the 3 is now good. These for the 5 are good. It's going to finish this 4 3s and 2s, and we'll come back in and grab these guys. Both of these, you're out of here. Is this 5 good? It is. 4 is done. You and you have to be in, and then you to finish. Alrighty. We had to do some digging on that one. But we got there in the end, so that's what matters. Yeah, it was really just that one little thing, finding one reduction off of one of those guys, and then it started to filter through. Okay, let's get into these guys. We've got an 8 and a 7 on the line, so these are probably going to be a nice bit of info we can just plug in, right? Let's hit these guys first, which we know are just givens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this was going to be a done one anyway. That was somewhat expected. You're there, you guys are all out. The 6 might also be done. 2, 4, 6, not quite. But there's probably more work. Actually, there is, because only one of these 2 can be in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to go there at least. This 1 is done. Let's get him out of here. And did that tell us anything down here? Not necessarily. Okay. We still have those 2 options there. Let's do some more cleanup and see if this 5 tells us anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of those guys. And do I see anything else? I don't necessarily. Let's come over maybe to this 6, and we can also try this 7 over here. Probably the 7's the better bet, so let's start with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It wasn't, but we can get rid of doubles and do some cleanup while we're over here. And keep on rolling. What else do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't ever be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get rid of these guys. Didn't quite tell us what some of these guys are, though. All right. What about, let's, we had another 6 over here. Maybe it's kind of in the middle of everything, so I don't know if it's necessarily going to be giving us a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get rid of some of these things, but not a ton. I think we can get rid of these 2 as well, right? Because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's usually the case where you have a 3 and a 1 next to each other. You can get rid of those guys. Okay, let's do some cleanup then, and then we'll come back and look at these guys a little harder. And if we can find everything that we need to clean here. You can be, you can't, you can't. I think that's good. Okay, let's start maybe looking across the lines. See if we can find anything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're out. That 4 is almost done. That's actually you, and you. So you're out. was hoping in the other way we'd put one in here. We can finish the 4, but that doesn't look like it's the case. Okay, 1, 2. This guy can never be in because of the 3. The 5, I don't think we have enough on neither the 4s or the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 6 there. 4, 5, 6 there. Is that accurate? Yeah, I think so. Maybe the 7 actually is better because I just saw a couple of 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is. Okay, just didn't quite do the right math on that one. So we know one of those 2, both of these, and you. Let's get rid of this detritus. And we just know that one of those 2 is done, and this 1 actually here is going to tell us which one it is. Perfect. Okay, now let's try to move across somewhere and try to find another foothold. Because I don't think up and down's giving it to us. Yeah, not quite. We got to find something else to go. So about this 4, these 2 can't be in. That's something. Do we see anything else that we can work that way? 2's not quite there. You're not quite there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not quite there. No. Okay, let's maybe try something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still possible. Those guys, those guys, those guys. Yeah, not seeing those yet. So we've got to have something over where we've already done some work, right? So did I just miss maybe something that's a given? Could very well be the case. Or there's just something that's out here that couldn't ever be in anyway, and that would be the one thing we just need to get going. Well, you can't ever be in, just notice that. And still not quite enough on you. Huh, okay. I don't think that did enough for this 3 either. Yeah, it's not quite enough there. Okay, maybe we need to find something that just removes multiple options from certain things, and that'll give us a little something to work with. So let's see if we can find something like that. If we can. Don't see much down here. I thought we might be able to clean this guy out, but it doesn't look like we can just yet. No. We don't have enough reduction on the 5. We're 1 away from that 5, giving us something that would be able to work. Okay, where are we? Again, we've got to find something in here to give a little bit of foothold so we can keep moving. Just seems like everything is 1 away from being what we need. Okay, let's see. Let's keep looking, keep looking. Do we have a 1? Maybe something on a 1 we can work with? We only have 1 left. It doesn't look like that's the case, so that's a no-go. Huh. Where the heck is this thing? Yeah, I don't see anything right now. All right, we just got to keep scanning. Maybe we just go through line by line again and kind of be very specific on what's what. See what we can figure out. We know one of you 2 has to be in. And then we have, well, at least one of you 2, I should say. Then we still have 3 other options. The 4, I don't think we can say any of those guys are specifics. The 3 seems to be the same. So does this 3. Because we can always get rid of both of these and have both of these 2 instead, right? I think that's possible. Now, actually, I was trying to think of the correlation between the 4 and the 3, though. is there something there? Because if we get, let's say we get rid of you, that means both of these are in, and that can't work. Okay, there was something we could find. Yeah, we couldn't look at it individually. We had to look at it from the, so if we get rid of you, both of these have to be in, right? Oh, wait, it actually does still work, doesn't it? Maybe I saw something wrong there. Then we put you and one of you. No, that's not right. I thought I saw something, but it's not there. Okay. Well, let's move on. 2, don't have anything good on that. The 5's tons of options there. The 3 has 1 too many options. 5 has too many options. 3's too much. 4 looks like it's too much. 3's 3, 4. The 1 is done. Yeah, I've got nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Huh, that's weird. Usually it doesn't take this long to find something once we get moving in the right direction. So either I misclicked something and that's what's causing the problem, or I just can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's... Well, does that mean I can't use these two? We have 1, 2, 3... Yeah, it does. These two can't be in. Although it doesn't really still do quite enough on some of these guys. But what about the 3? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, that doesn't really help us there either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, those could all work. Huh. Wow, this one's really kicking my butt. 2, no. I'm going through every single one of these guys just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I feel like I've used up every option here. I almost feel like I need to reset this thing just to make sure I didn't make a mistake, but that could be setting myself back even further because we're already well into this thing and I've got almost nothing to show for it. Is there more we can do with this 4? Yeah, there is, I guess. We can only have 2 of these, can't we? Of these 3. So it means one of these 2 has to be in, so you can't be. And that's going to give us the 6. Ah, that's all it was. Shoot. Not the easiest of C's, but probably could have gotten that if I just focused a little bit better on that one. Oh, well, let's keep rolling now that we've got a little bit of something to work with. Hopefully that gives us some room. It gives us this 1, which gets rid of you. We know we need 2 of these, so that rules you out. The 1 and the 1. You and you. The 2 is still not quite there. These guys are still not quite there. Let's go back across the line now then. 1, 2, 3. No, still not open on these guys. Yeah, that didn't help us any that I can see. Or maybe it did on this 5. No, not really. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's still sitting here. Huh. It's like every turn I take, it's something else is not showing up. Okay, what happened from what I did? We removed those guys. Didn't really do much in here. You got in here. Not necessarily a restriction on any of those guys. You removed some options in here. Oh, this guy can't be in. I just saw that. It's a tiny little bit of something. But that doesn't tell us that these guys are. You could still be one of those. We don't know which way this guy goes. Wow, this is really not going well. I'm very quickly about to grab a hint here just to move things along. Because, I mean, we are already running and I'm only in the second pack here. We got plenty more to do. Yeah, I'm just going to do that because I'm struggling too much to really find where I need to go. What do you need to do? Yeah, there it is. So I screwed up a something, and that's what's been causing me to have problems. Okay. Now let's go back into it, I guess. You're there. You're there. Yeah, I thought I looked at the exact opposite way, and I told myself it would be really nice if this guy was in, didn't I? And that was the mistake I made. And that would have cleared almost all this stuff up right away. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Hate when that stuff happens. Okay, let's get back to refocusing then. You have to be out. And we still don't quite know what you guys are doing, but we can now get onto this 2. I was worried that I made a mistake, and that's exactly what it was. You go there, you go there. You're there, so you have to go here and here. That forces you out in a corner. One of those, 2, 3, 4, so only one of those could be in. Those guys are not quite resolved. The 3's not quite there. That's not quite there. Any other tents and stuff that have opened up completely here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 4 has something good. One of those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still not on you. What about cutting across now on any of these guys? This 4 here, you guys can't be in. You have to be. Okay. 3. Okay, that's those guys. 3, 3, 5, no. The 3, no. 4's one of those 2 still. The 3, no. I thought I had something for a second. You're out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't be in, so you are. Hasn't. Actually, yes, now we can get on this 5. Put you here, and you here. That finishes the 5. Tells us this and this have to go in. That finishes this 5. The 3 has to run. Those guys are now all done. So is the 3. Okay. Picking up the head of steam now. That does resolve down here. Tells us those. This guy here. No, not you. And you. You. And you. And you. That's going to give us this guy. Ah. So annoyed with myself. Alright, well, let's just roll them with the next couple of packs and see if we can, how quickly we can get through them. I know we can do one of the no-mows, so we'll try to get these guys on the no-grass one done as quickly as we can. Let's see if we can do it. Not gonna get under the half, though, that's for sure. You and you. All of these guys can go away. Not you. Okay, what else can we do on some of these guys? 6, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys can go away. Plenty more that we can clean up in here. I was hoping to get some give-ins that didn't look like they were going to be. Only one of these 2 can be in, so one of these and one of these must be, so these are all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 5 is now done, and it has to be this orientation. Get rid of all that. And you can't ever be in, so you are. Okay, that forces you 2 to be in. The 3 and the 2, no, not quite. This 4, though, now has some work we can do with it. Get rid of these guys, put you in. That's going to finish this 4. Those are all out. This 4 now goes. Get rid of all of you. Okay, 2. Again, this 4 has to be one of those 2. You can never be in, so you 2 have to be. Which is going to set off a chain reaction down here. You. Put you and you in. And then you here and you here. and go, son of a... Deep breaths, deep breaths. Let's go back to this spot about here and rethink everything in life. Okay, let's keep going. Getting my little butt kicked in this one. I'll start from here, and then if we don't do it, I'll just do a complete restart and get going again. You can't be in. You are. You, and you still, which means you and you still. We know both of these then have to be in. This guy had to be in. I think it was just a misclick, so... yeah, okay. Alrighty. One more here, and then we'll try to do the no grasses real quick. Let's see. All these guys can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these all have to be in. Let's get rid of this stuff. You and you. You have to be. No, that was a click off there. Thank you very much. These guys all have to go. There's a bunch of stuff here in the middle we can just get rid of, so we'll do that. Maybe the 6 might be helpful. 4, 5, it is, okay, so let's do that. Those guys are all good to go. You have to be in. One of you two will be. These guys are all just outs anyway. You're out, so you are the one that's in. Alright. Next in line. Do we open anything up on any of these other guys? Didn't quite look like it in my first glance there. You and you are out. You're a corner. Not necessarily on you guys. Not necessarily on you guys. Okay, there's going to be some negative constraint here we can work with. The 3 is what it is. Get rid of all of those. One of those two will be in. One of those and one of those, so those are out. How's this guy working down here? You and you, so you have to be in, which means you, and you. That's all good. That did finish that 3. Good. This guy now can work. And you. That's all good. In the neighborhood. Okay. Keep having to reset. Think we've used all the clues we can at the moment. Yeah, I'm not seeing how these guys are working just yet, so let's see what else is in here. You had to go there. You could have been... Is there anything in here that couldn't be in, maybe? Because that would be possible. Yeah, one of these two has to be in. Now, it could be both. But I think what it means is that this can't be in. Because if this guy was in, it would go to him and these two would be out, and then you would need to have one here. Well, that's 3, but we said one of these two has to be. So you're out, which means you have to be in. I don't think we need to have this guy, so we can't say the opposite on there. Okay, what else then? That one was done, that's done. The 2 and the 3 are not quite telling me what's what either. It's leading me to be scared that I made another mistake and then I gotta redo all this again. No, you can't ever be in, that's what it is, okay? I just didn't look at this guy the right way. That forces all of these guys. Okay. Now we gotta find something else to work with. We know only one of those two can be in, so you have to be, which means you have to be. And then these two finals. And I did break it. Cool. Let's do a restart. I almost don't want to publish this video, but I don't do that, so... I'm just absolutely brutalizing this. I apologize to everybody out there. This 6 was good to go. Again, it was probably just a misclick. You're out, you're in. One of you two is. You guys are all out. You're out, you're in. That was perfectly fine for all of this. let's get all this stuff out of here. Hopefully clean up in a correct manner where we don't lose something vital, and then run from there. You two can't be in because of the 3, which forces you guys, which forces you, and you, just like the previous time. So that's somewhat encouraging. That puts all you guys out and puts you guys in. Actually, we're taking a different route, so it looks like we did make some error over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we did something, just found another route from somewhere else. That is also possible. You have to be in, you have to be in. Good. Yeah, this is completely easier now going this direction. So, must have done something erroneous. You can't ever be in, you are, which means you are and you are. I'm curious if some of the logic I used actually was correct, but because there was an error back here, it fed me the wrong way. It'd be interesting to go back and take a look at that. And we know one of these two, so you're out. But you can't be you, it just is you. Yeah, okay. Good days and bad days. Today's a bad day. Puzzle solving, that is. Let's try to do no grass, the 2 no grasses, and we'll try to get out of here. Alright, one of these 2 we know is going to be in. None of those are in. Those guys. This one has to be in. And then one of these 2. And what else? This one here has to be in. This one and this one all have to be. So those are all now completely done. Those guys are all out. One of those 2 will be in. We said one of those 2. You're here. Let's put these guys together. We don't know which one of these go to who necessarily, but we do know now this 2 though finishes, so that does tell us which one's which. That tells us this guy has to be, and that finishes you guys, so you have to be the lone one. Alright, that one went okay. Let's try to finish the 7x7 in some sort of meaningful manner. 1, 2, 3. So these 2 have to be in. One of those 2 will be. These guys are all out. Does that tell us anything? I don't know that it does. What about this 3? 1, 2, 3. Yep, these 2 have to be in. So you guys are going to be each for you. You're going to be here. What about this 1 now? Because all of this is taken. So you go here. Now that means you have to go there. So you have to find a home. It's going to be one of those 2, and it can't be that one. So it's you. This 1 now just has to be here. This guy has to be here. You have to be here. This 1 is here, and the 2 is here. Okay. Well, we did the no grass ones easily. That's good. Little silver lining at the end of the day. And that's going to be all. I'm not going to go into this one because, again, we're way past due. If we had done those other ones in reasonable times, I would have given these at least a chance. But that's going to do it for today. I think we've struggled enough. So anyway, hope you were able to bear that video. Enjoyed it slightly. And we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.